Hey guys, Marshmallow Man here. Today we're going to talk about the Huawei Matepad Pro 12.6. Before we begin, we would like to correct some things from our last video, where some of the facts got mixed up. First being the name, which isn't Huawei Matepad Pro 2, but actually Huawei Matepad Pro 12.6. A bit of a mouthful, but at least they are specific. Also, we're trying out a new format with this video. We won't be showing the unboxing and benchmarks. Instead, we will jump straight to the device overview and user experience. We think that is the most direct way to help you guys understand about the device. Let us know what you think about this video in the comments below. So again, this is Marshmallow Man, and let's start with our review of the Huawei Matepad Pro 12.6. The display is a 12.6 OLED panel display. It can display 16.7 million colors and has up to DCI-P3 color coverage. That means this display is able to reproduce a lot of color, which is very important for content creators and movie lovers. The display is also a full view display, which means you won't have a front camera cutout disturbing your view. The color accuracy is also up to delta E less than 0. For those who don't know, delta E is used to measure color distortion, from scale of 0 being not perceptible by the human eye to 100, which is a total opposite of the original color. Which means the color you will see on the Huawei Matepad Pro 12.6 can be said as a very faithful reproduction of what the original color is. Now, we mentioned in our last video that the Matepad Pro 12.6 has 8 speakers, which we did a double back to check the specs on. Not only is it true, its array layout is that one tweeter unit is accompanied with one base unit. This is very impressive as this is a one-of-a-kind setup, and the first we've seen in a tablet or mobile device. The units are also tuned by Harman Kardon, which further enhance its sound potency. Here is a sample of how the tablet sounds like.
I will run, I will climb, I will soar. I'm undefeated. Oh, jumping out of my skin, pull the cord. Yeah.
But frankly, this hardly does justice to the tablet because in person, it does sound much better. The camera on the Matepad Pro 12.6 has been upgraded with a triple camera setup. Now, other than the primary 13MP f.18 camera, it also features a wide-angle 8MP f2.4 camera plus a 3D depth sensor. All these cameras are capable of 4K video recording. The front video is where we need to do a correction on. Where the camera type is correct, an 8MP f2.0 selfie camera, the video taking quality is only until Full HD. We will be touching on the accessories more in this video. The M Pencil has been updated to M Pencil 2, now with a concealed touch key, 4096 level pressure sensor and tilt sensor. The smart magnetic keyboard is a smart keyboard with paired to charge function, and now with a 1.3mm key travel for better tactile feedback. Now that we have more time with the tablet, we can share with you our experience with the Harmony OS. Is it Android? Well, yes and no. Harmony OS is based on the AOSP Android open source project, just like its older brother EMUI. While it is based on it, Huawei did a number on the UI optimization for the tablet environment. It looks and feels really similar to Android at the moment. However, the real benefits of Harmony OS should be in the integration of multiple devices, as mentioned during the global launch. Let's see if Huawei will be loaning me a few of these devices at the same time for me to fully explore Harmony OS. Nudge nudge wink wink, Huawei-san. Let's have a look at the UI now. The tablet has a dual-paneled bottom dock for showing frequently used apps on the left and recently used apps on the right. While the general area is a lot more spacious, the pull-down also has a different panel now, left being the notification area, while right is for the control panel. This UI design is generally much more organized. The bottom dock area now has a mouse hover preview function. To show users its recent activities, it is accessible via mouse or the M Pencil. First things first, the most unique thing to stand out is the Huawei multi-screen collaboration. While we're used to the idea of using a monitor as an extended screen, Huawei enabled the Matepad Pro 12.6 to be an extended screen. After connection, it works exactly like an external tablet. We can move files and windows in between. Perfect for users that need an extra screen on the go. But since it is wireless, we're concerned about the latency. Here we tested it with a UFO test. As you can vaguely see, The latency is kept to quite a minimum, but I won't say there weren't any. There are times when it gets choppy, but luckily it is not frequent enough to annoy me. Here you can see that we're playing video in between, and the color profile difference is rather obvious. This occurs because our laptop screen is calibrated, so this could be a problem you might encounter. Another way you can utilize the screen is to do mirroring, which is exactly like how it sounds. Mirror the screen. When I tested this alone, it might not be much use for us, but I would imagine this being extremely useful during meetings or something like show and tell. Another mode is the collaboration mode, which allows users to transfer files between devices. While the tablet is a great companion for a Huawei laptop, it is a powerful device by itself. We find it particularly useful as a study companion. Its screen is big enough to accommodate a document with full-size font for comfortable typing, while still small enough to empower your primary screen. Oh yeah, just wondering, are any of you Warhammer 40k fans here? I am. I love Katachan. They are like a squad full of Rambos. Now is a good time to talk about the keyboard. As mentioned earlier, it has a 12mm travel to improve tactile feedback. While I'm not big on keyboards that must have good feedback, I'm no fan of keyboards being too soft either. With the deeper travel, the feedback is definitely a lot more satisfying than a normal tablet-based keyboard. Another thing worth mentioning is that the keyboard is wirelessly powered, which means you don't have to charge it, and simply connecting the keyboard to the tablet will provide it power. This is definitely my favorite feature about the keyboard, because other keyboards I have used will require me to charge it from time to time, and like a curse, it will run out of power at the most crucial time. Dinkelberg. While all productivity tests are run on Microsoft Office Suite, I would just like to point out that the G Suite is not working. But changing to desktop would enable the G Suite to operate normally. We tested out Gmail, Google Docs, Google Sheets, even had a short call on Google Meets. It all worked out just fine. Oh, YouTube also works via browser though, so we got that going, which is nice. Since we're on the topic of watching shows other than YouTube, the other platform I use to watch shows is, of course, Netflix. While I might be a bit disappointed with the second season of Love, Death and Robots, I definitely enjoyed watching the documentary Moonlit Plains. One thing comes to my surprise is that Netflix on the Huawei Matepad Pro 12.6 can only do SD playback. Hopefully it's not permanent, and that there's going to be a patch in the pipeline. I hope. Huawei's own video streaming platform, Huawei Video, does have HD video support. It even has a lot of local shows available here. They have Police Evo 2 there too. Let's watch some in the glory of full HD resolution. This review is PG-18 now. Remember kids, smoking is bad for you. The Huawei Matepad Pro 12.6 has a 10,050 mAh battery, which roughly gets me about 4 days of on and off use. While that might not sound a lot, it does support 40-watt Huawei Supercharge, which allows me to recharge a tablet fairly fast. Over to the content creator side. On Adobe Premiere Rush, we actually edited a 4K 10-bit color video from a Sony a7 Mark III camera. While not the biggest and heaviest file in the market, the video file produced by this camera will be challenging even to some desktop PCs. So no surprise here. Dropping the file to Full HD makes it much easier to edit here. For a mobile app, you can do quite a lot, as compared to the full-fledged software on the desktop, which also means you can accomplish a lot just on the tablet itself. When it comes to using the tablet as a drawing tablet, the M Pencil 2 is crucial to accomplish this. Having a 4096 level pressure sensor, a tilt sensor, and a 360-degree concealed touch key for a quick change tool, it is definitely up to the task. What is annoying though is there's no palm rejection during drawing. Hence, it registers my hand touching the tablet as input too. Here you can see when I press the M Pencil 2 on the tablet with different strengths, the stroke becomes darker. Double tap the side of the M Pencil 2 to quickly access the eraser function too. For now, this feature works only with Huawei's own Note app. Hopefully more apps will be added in the future. The M Pencil is hexagon shaped and curved at one side for connecting it magnetically at the side of the tablet for charging. costing RM3999 at launch. The Huawei Matepad Pro 12.6 is priced similarly to a mid-range laptop, but with its extraordinary accessories and support for Microsoft Office and Adobe Premiere Rush, it is able to accomplish what a normal laptop can accomplish. Being a frequent user of Chromebook and Ubuntu, the initial foreign feeling of getting into Harmony OS is similar, but what it turns out to be is functioning well on productivity and content creation. As for the positives of the Huawei Matepad Pro 12.6, we like that it features an almost laptop-like experience, while at the same time having the small form factor of a tablet. With the unique one-of-a-kind multi-screen collaboration tool, it becomes a perfect companion for existing Huawei laptop users. For those who want an extra display real estate, can easily enable it without the need of extra cables. I do see myself using this in any given opportunity because it is just easy to set up. We like how the keyboard and M Pencil 2 are well designed to integrate in the Matepad Pro 12.6. We had tried devices with similar accessories, but it felt uncoordinated, and ultimately it is easier to just use fingers to type and navigate. Finally, the M Pencil 2 concealed button is a really nice touch too. Being able to quickly switch back and forth from drawing and erasing without needing to touch the screen is a big perk for people who want to work seamlessly. Now on to the negatives. Come on lah. All this teasing about the Harmony OS for 2 years, but there's still not enough IoT devices to test it out with? As we see how China demoed the Matepad Pro 12.6 as the center of other Harmony OS devices, we really want to see the full potential of Harmony OS. Next, we've got the SD-only Netflix. With such a gorgeous screen, that's a downright tease. It's as if you bring me to KFC and tell me I can only have water there. We seriously think it's a waste to only be able to get SD resolution on Netflix at this point. Finally, I would love it if I could be editing work while sipping coffee somewhere, but the Matepad Pro 12.6 is not powerful enough to handle my Sony Alpha A7 Mark III's footage. Perhaps I was expecting too much, but knowing the Kirin 9000E is the second most powerful SoC lineup Huawei has, it is a bummer. With that, we conclude our review on the Huawei Matepad Pro 12.6. If you like what you see, please subscribe to our channel for more videos and reviews like this. You can also check out the official Portdo.net Facebook and Instagram pages. We also have our very own Telegram channel where you can find all our news and videos posted every day. Until then, this is Marshmallow Man signing off. Goodbye everyone.